This is one of our traditional garden plants from India, and it's a old favorite, and in all rural areas and traditional gardens and small towns, all kind of places you will find them in gardens and also in temples. And it's called Tabernaemontana divaricata, scientific name, and it's called crepe, jasmine, and pinwheel flower, and all in English common language. And these flowers, they have that pinwheel shape, and the original first like a scientific kind of a description is from Himalayan foothills, and the shape of those flowers are a bit different in that. But little variations are there now, and then also in the gardening industry they have developed some other variations. There is one dwarf this crepe this pinwheel plant, and then also there is the double rows of petals, and like that some variations are there. This is the typical one, and then what I am showing today is from outside of somebody's garden, roadside actually, and it's very hardy. You don't have to look after and all. It can take care of itself. And if you are living in a dry area and there's not much water and all, also this plant doesn't mind. It will continue to flower profusely because it's a native plant. It's suited for our country. Then it attracts a lot of butterflies. So if you are looking to make a butterfly garden and all, this is a good species. And it has nice shiny leaves, and flowers are a bit waxy touch is there. Then it also produces a milky latex that is used in our Indian Ayurvedic medicine and all. And this scientific analysis has revealed that some 60 or 80 alkaloids and all are there in it. And they have numerous herbal applications. In Ayurveda there are detailed descriptions and all, but this video I am not doing it as covering it from Ayurvedic perspective, but rather as a garden plant, flowering plant, and native for native gardens and all. And the flower buds are also very attractive. Flowers have a very pleasant fragrance, and they're important flowers for worshipping in Hindu temples and households and all, for puja and all. This is considered to be a very auspicious flower. And then I think I covered everything. It lives a long-lived shrub that lives for probably even centuries. I've seen some very old plants, and then the bark is having that kind of a corky look. That's how the bark looks. And also it supports a lot of insects. Apart from those butterflies and moths that come and feed off the nectar, many small insects, ants and all, they like this plant. And another thing, it is disease free. It hardly gets any kind of disease attack, because those alkaloids that are there in that this species, they make it very difficult for these uh, insects to really attack this plant. So for people who are into native plants gardening, biodiversity gardening and all, this is an essential plant. At least one or two are needed. And then not the dwarf variety, try to get this this big one. It can grow into a shrub of about 10 feet and all. And then it's one of those plant and forget category of garden plants where you don't have to worry about looking after and all. You just plant it in the right season and then it can take care of itself without any watering or anything. Then it usually flowers around the spring and then sporadic flowering happens throughout the year. So profuse flowering also is there. Easy maintenance, attracts butterflies. Then aromatic flowers. So all the character and profuse flowering also. You can see in this one. Every day some 100 or 200 flowers are produced. So this is a plant which is worth getting and keeping.